Chaos.
Welcome back. We're following breaking news from State Fair Park. Police tell 12 News an officer was punched in the face tonight.
We have another teen takeover, and this one is multiple fights break out on final night of Wisconsin State Fair. Man, it's like you can't have nothing nice. And then people will be outraged when they think, oh, well, it's racial discrimination if these establishments or places do not want a certain demographic there, right? But when that certain demographic turns up every time to do what it appears to be their job, it's almost like a job. Like, man, we got to go over here and we have to incite violence. We have to go ahead and be attracted and drawn to chaos. It's amazing how many people stay around to film, to be part of the chaos. No one is scared of it.
But when they get arrested, all of a sudden, that's one of the main excuses. I'm scared. I ran from you, officer, because I was scared.
Man, this happened in the suburb of Milwaukee. So Milwaukee police confirmed they received calls of multiple fights on the final night of the Wisconsin State Fair. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at this video. So I'm going to take a look at a video of the usual suspects. And then there'll be a news coverage of a police officer that was punched in the face. Doesn't surprise me. But this y'all kids out here. This is y'all kids. These is y'all cousins. These are some indignants that sit up here being domestic terrorists. Let's take a look, man. These y'all kids out here. Some of y'all need to be shamed. Chaos. Fights everywhere. Look at this.
Oh shit!
Excited. Look.
We gone.
Where's that bitch on shit?
We gone.
Where's my line?
This is a state fair.
Come on, Kawa! They running! Oh, they running! Quite running! Who is that running?
Listen to how excited the girl is who's recording. She's just excited, elated to be there. They champion this behavior, I'm telling you. And it's not like I'm sitting here from a position where I don't understand it. I used to be this way. I used to think this was cool. And then, I realized I was indoctrinated and I got out of this way of thinking because at a young age, I just realized it was hypocritical. It was so hypocritical. The disrespect to law enforcement, and then when your life is in jeopardy, who are you calling? Law enforcement? The talking about how the white man is suppressing the black community, and then the black community does this, not only to their own community, but they'll go out to other communities and behave in this way. And it's like, how in the world can you sit up here and blame the white community when you conduct yourself like this? To me, it's asinine. It is It is incredible to me to watch people sit here and convince themselves like they're in the right to act like this. Egregious. Absolutely egregious. I mean, just look. This is the stuff that's championed in the behavior. This type of behavior, they'll talk about it and talk about it and talk about it, and is just rave about it. Like, oh, I can't believe the way Jamal was whooping him. He was whooping him, man. He was whooping everybody. He was whooping everybody. And Quita was whooping everybody. She whooping her. And the tail will grow. It'll continue to grow and grow and grow. Egregious. This is reprehensible behavior, and there's no justifying it. There's no justifying, because you see this type of behavior everywhere. Fatigue everywhere. Wow. Shame on the people that think that this behavior is okay, and will debate and debate and debate how this is justified. Because I believe there's a certain amount of people that want to keep racial divide. They love this divisive behavior. They love it, and they. It's almost like certain people make a career out of it. They make a career out of defending it. They make a career out of promoting a racial divide. They don't want people to get along. No, they don't want it. They want this. They want this behavior. Anyway, look at this. I mean, look, the person recording it is thinking it's funny, pointing at the person, schlepped. The person got schlepped. And they think it's hilarious. Proud of themselves. Bragging about this in the neighborhood, at school, whatever, and will conduct themselves this way at school and then blame everybody else but themselves. Anyway, let's get to the news coverage. So there was a police officer that was attacked, punched in the face. Of course, you have some overzealous kid, brazen, and doesn't care about law enforcement for whatever reason. Law enforcement is the arch nemesis, and it's indoctrinated. It's indoctrination. You're taught this at a very young age. Don't trust the police are this, the police are that, whatever, until you need them. Until somebody is trying to unalive you. Now all of a sudden the cops is okay to call. Make it make sense. Anyway, let's get to the next video.
Welcome back. We're following breaking news from State Fair Park. Police tell 12 News an officer was punched in the face tonight just before the fair was set to end. 12 News' TJ Dysart joins us live from State Fair Park in West Dallas. TJ, you were seeing a chaotic scene right as the fair closed there.
Yeah, that's right, Kendall. And we just learned some new information literally within the last 10 minutes from when you first came to us out here at State Fair Park. We now know that multiple officers were attacked, that coming from officers on scene and eyewitnesses right now. I want to give you a look at the main entrance here. This entrance gets you right into Spin City. We're told this is exactly where this happened. When you came to us earlier, if we take a look over here, not as many people here in the front entrance as we saw just about 10 minutes ago. Officers here to the left on their horses, making sure people are cleared out. Earlier at the top of the hour, they told folks that were hanging out here that this is not the space to be waiting for your cars, telling them to go over to other directions. So they've obviously cleared this out somewhat since you last come to us. But I want to give you a look at some video from when we first got here, because this was the chaotic scene. Again, just within the last 10 minutes, this video was taken. You can see dozens of people in the middle of the front entrance. Again, Kendall, as you mentioned, according to an officer here on scene, we're told that this involved an officer getting punched in the face, and then we're told multiple fights broke out after that. We are still trying to work on details as to learning if the officer getting attacked is what started these fights, or if this went on during officers trying to break up other fights. Of course, those are questions we'll keep pressing Milwaukee Police for. As far as the officers on scene here on their horses, on the bicycles, we're told that everybody out here in the front entrance is okay. So some good news for them as well, Kendall, as they try and continue to clear just a little dozen of people that are still out here waiting for cars. But as of right now, I can report to you that it's safe at the moment. Nothing going on it now, but still quite a chaotic scene for the last day of the State Fair here.
Right, just an unfortunate and violent way to end the State Fair this year. Thank you so much, TJ, reporting live for us.
Unfortunate. And I'm going to use a euphemism that I love to use in situations like this, especially when I am talking about this particular group of people. Unequivocally and categorically, ninja behavior. This is ninja behavior. This is crazy. And people wonder why certain areas don't want this type of behavior around. You can't blame them because there is plenty, and it's and remember, this is not black behavior. This is N-word behavior because there's plenty of black people that do not condone this. They don't want this at all, and they move away. And some, unfortunately, can't move out of those particular neighborhoods, man, but they don't conduct themselves like that. They don't run with those type of people. Um, and once again, I did when I was younger, and then you grow out of that behavior because you understand it's nonsensical. Like, man, this whole when you start thinking for yourself, you're like, man, this don't make no sense to behave this way because you know you want something and you want your elders to be able to walk through a neighborhood, the kids to be able to walk through a neighborhood safe. And then when your elders are afraid to come outside and the elders are afraid of teenagers, then there's a problem because I am part of different communities, and every other community respect their elders. They hold their elders in high regard. The mentality that, you know what, I need to make my elders proud of me, or I can't conduct myself in certain ways in front of the elders because it's shameful and you dishonor people. Unfortunately, a lot of people in the black community don't have that same ideology. They just don't. They think the elders are in the way and they don't care if an elder gets beat up or loses their life. Not everyone. I'm talking about certain N-words who just don't care. They have no regard for people. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. These are my opinions, but these are my opinions from experience. You know, this is my experience. And from my experience, I formulate my opinion. And my opinion is the N-word behavior is championed for whatever reason in the black community. It is pervasive. It really, really amazes me how we can go from not me. I don't share this ideology anymore. But how you could go from, or certain individuals in the community can go from the protagonist, right? Not the protagonist, the provocator. They can go from the provocator and selling all these wolf tickets and being a menace to society, a domestic terrorist, to victim so quickly. From here to here. Now all of a sudden you're victimized, you're the victim, and now you're looking for a lawsuit because someone is putting handcuffs on you. And you can't admit that you are a menace to society. Great movie, by the way. Let me know in the comments what y'all think.